Guys, welcome back to World Illuminator 11 on this Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day and welcome if it is your first time checking out my channel. And if it is your first time checking out the channel, then please do hit the subscribe button. You are very welcome here. If you're looking to have a personal reading done, I'm offering personal readings. You can contact me via my email or via my website. Details in the description box below. Today, we're just going to bring in a few cards to check in with the angels to see what messages they have for everyone, what beautiful messages of love and support are coming through today. And yesterday, we had a powerful power picker pile that I did yesterday, and all three piles really powerful. Pile number one, and then in pile number two, I did actually watch it later on as well, and I realized something as well. That was that for pile number two, which was also powerful, there was the lapis lazuli, which is all about communication and the throat opening of the throat chakra. And in that, the divine masculines came through saying, I'm writing a message that I want to send you. So the angels were showing you, even just with that lapis lazuli, that they are working on that communication. They're working on opening up their throat chakra so that they can be able to move forward and tell you how they feel. And then for the third pile, also powerful, was the amethyst, which is all about clarity, gaining clarity. And that was showing as well, in the pile, the divine masculines sort of diving deep into themselves, learning things, and sort of finding out things about themselves, sort of really digging deep into themselves as well, and also going through their awakening. So that is about them gaining the clarity. So they're working on gaining clarity, finding out things, and which is helping them to move forward. So really powerful, the angels showing you, even just with those crystals, what is actually going on with the divine masculines. So we are going to bring in a few decks, see what the angels would like you to know today. But I have a question that came through in the comments that I just really wanted to go through as well, and and just see what messages are coming through from the angels. Thank you for this question. And it said, another wonderful reading, thank you very much. When you confirmed that the divine feminine has to depend on the divine, I leapt inside. And this was in relation to the reading that I did not yesterday with the pick-up out, but the day before, when I did the two readings. And this was the actual reading that I did with the cards. The hymn Holds On to God's Unchanging Hand has been playing in my soul since last Saturday morning. And that's really powerful. That's a message coming through for you, to keep holding on to the hand of God, holding on to the hand of the Creator, because the Creator, God, is your source, and everything that you desire comes from the Creator. So that you are being reminded, to hold on to the hand of the Creator, to know that is your way forward, and that is how you get to your union, you get all the things that you desire in your life. And then swift transitions seem to be abroad, and nothing which is unaligned with God's best can stand. And that is so true. That is what we are learning on this journey, that anything that is not aligned with love, anything that is not aligned with the Creator, anything that is not aligned with God has to fall away. That is why we are going through this time of rebirth on our path. This time of letting go of the old life, because it was not aligned with where we are going. And the twin flame journey is a journey of ascension. And when you go through ascension, you ascend by yourself. Your ascension is your own. That is why we're all brought back to ourselves, to really get to know ourselves, to really strip ourselves of anything that is not aligned with ascension, that is not aligned with love, that is not aligned with God, and or the Creator. So, and it brings us back to ourselves, because we have that divine love, the love of God within us, the divine love, power and love within us. So we come back to ourselves, we come back to our true authentic selves, because when you strip away all the fears and all the things that are not aligned with love, then all you're left with is love, because at the core you are love. So that is why we are releasing. And you're so right in saying that anything which is not aligned with God's best cannot stand anymore. It cannot continue. especially as we keep moving forward on our ascension path. And as I was saying, ascension is something that you do alone, and it is about you moving forward, progressing on your spiritual path as you continue. Especially right now, we are going through this time of our planet ascending as well. Our planet is ascending, and there is no going back when it comes to the planet ascending. So it is just moving forward, and we are having to move forward with it. The pace at which people do it, and when the people do it, it depends on their soul and their own soul so contracts. But we are all moving forward on this ascension path, and and that is why we go through this time of having to, that for the twin flame journey, for a lot of us on the twin flame journey, that is what comes in to awaken us and really get us back on our path. And then we start throwing away all those things that are not aligned with where we are going. Especially now as we move forward towards the golden age, it is about really sort of moving forward on your ascension path. And then the question was, would you agree that the divine feminine is being called to anchor herself in the divine, so to be able to endure the pressure of that the divine masculine is experiencing? So I didn't want to answer this question without sort of getting clarity, so that I was sure that I was answering the right question. So I went back to gain clarity. And then I've been hearing within the song I mentioned, Since I Awoke on Saturday, throughout my day. So that's about holding on to God's unchanging hand. And it's an unchanging hand because it is all about love, and it is about moving forward, with all the things that you desire, because the Creator is your source. Later, I saw a couple of readings and a divine feminine I met online also talking about holding on to their connection with the divine, especially during this time. Okay, so especially during this time, and it says, I believe Liz said that too. Not too much to my surprise, other readers on YouTube, including Liz, have mentioned the divine masculines reaching a point where they would feel like they're being pushed off a cliff, feeling pressurized or being forced beyond their fears to initiate communication. So, this is something that does come in, because the way I understand the message that's coming through from the angels is that at some point, the divine masculines are going to get to that point of communicating with their divine feminine. And, they will get to do that because that love that is within them, they can't run away from this love. It is a love that they have, and they are also here to live the life that they are truly here to live. And that life is about standing in their truth and standing for love, releasing the fears that holds them back from love and from doing the things that they truly want to do. And when I say from love, I mean from love with the divine feminine, but then also from love as in moving forward towards the Creator, towards the holding and changing hand of God, moving forward on their path, because your divine masculine is ascending as well. As I said, everyone is going through this ascension because our planet is ascending, and you ascend by yourself. So they are going to keep moving forward on their ascension path as well. The time that they do that, obviously that is down to them. There's free will involved, but they are going to keep moving forward. And as you continue to keep moving forward as a divine feminine, on your ascension path, holding on to the Creator's hand, that obviously is helping your divine masculine, who is you, because the more you are progressing on your journey, the more you are helping them to keep moving forward. So, they do get to the point where they will actually keep moving forward on this path. It might take them some time and they might feel that pressure, but that is the way for them to go. So but the angels, the message that's really coming through here is that you as a divine feminine are being asked to hold on to the hand of the Creator, because that is your path. You are ascending by yourself, and you are doing this so that you keep moving forward on your spiritual path. And it is not only so that it puts the pressure on the divine masculine so they can keep moving forward towards you. That's the message that I am getting. You are ascending because that is your path. That is where you are meant to go. And the God is your provider, God is your source, and that is where we are moving away from the life that we've always known. That was the life of the me, myself, and I competition, the masculine energy. We're moving more into, we are now in the age of Aquarius, moving towards the golden age. And the age of Aquarius is really all about sort of the divine feminine rising, and and the softer qualities, the intuition, use of intuition, togetherness, love, and that is all about that coming together and moving forward as part of your ascension path. That is why the divine feminine is rising, and that is why the divine masculines are also now sort of going through this time of rebirth and awakening and moving into this place of opening up to their feelings, which is that feminine energy that is within them. And that is what is leading us into the golden age that we are going into. So you are being asked to continue on your path, holding on to God's hand, because that is where you are meant to go, and you are doing it for your own ascension. This is the message that's coming through from the angels. So you are doing this for your own ascension. However, as you continue to do that, your divine masculine as well will keep moving forward on their path, moving forward towards you, their divine feminine. And that helps them to release those fears, to keep working on themselves, to keep moving forward. But the angels are saying you are doing this for you, holding the hand of the Creator, moving on your path, on your spiritual path, is something that you do for yourself because you ascend by yourself. However, it in turn helps your divine masculine to then keep moving forward, because the divine feminine leads this journey of ascension, because the divine feminine, is the one who actually is more is more able to just to sort of feel their feelings, and is more open to their feelings and emotions and awakening. So that's why the divine feminine leads the way. And then the divine masculine, who's not so used to opening up to their feelings and or even awakening, they find that harder. They then follow in the footsteps of the divine feminine. So the message that I'm getting is, it will inevitably help them, to get to where they're truly meant to go. But you're being asked to hold on to the Creator's hand is for your own ascension. However, that will help your divine masculine to keep moving forward. And if you've moved away from the holding on to the Creator's hand, realizing that God is your source, releasing the fears, because that's what this ascension is about. It's about releasing those fears and moving more towards love. If you moved away from holding on to the hand of the Creator, and you start moving back towards fear, then you are really getting into this place where the more you are in fear, the more you are away from your ascension path, the more your divine masculine gets into fear as well. So you are really sort of being us to continue to walk on your path of ascension, because that is the journey. That is where you are actually going. That is how you go back to that place of unconditional love, how you go back to the Creator, and how you move forward towards your mission, towards the life that you're truly here to live. And and that is going to help your divine masculine as well to keep moving forward towards you. So I hope this is answering your question, because the divine masculines will feel, that they are being pressurized, as people are saying, or like being pushed off a cliff to speak how they feel. And but the angels are also saying this happens, journeys are really different. For some divine masculines, they might get to the point where they feel that they're being pressurized to actually, if they're not doing anything about the way that they feel, then they will get to a place where they'll feel like they're being pressurized to communicate. So for some divine divine masculines, it might come to that. For other divine masculines, you know, they might just really get to the point where they go with the way that they feel. They release those fears, and, you know, they really sort of stand in their power, and they like, I want to be with my divine feminine. You know, they really start moving forward on their own ascension path, releasing the fears, and they turn around and they communicate. You know, they rush to their divine feminine and communicate exactly how they feel. For others, you know, there may be a chance meeting that is sort of done by the universe to bring you together so that that communication happens. So it all happens differently for different people, and but you're being asked to hold on to the creator is because that is your path. That is you going on your ascension path. However, that will help your divine masculine to keep moving forward on the path as well. So I hope that answers the question in a way. And you know, obviously, I have not actually heard about what other people are saying about this, but you know, the divine masculines, what I do know is that, and the message coming through from the angels is that they will get to that point where they do have to communicate, because they can't keep running away from the way that they feel. They can, you know, sort of keep it off, keep putting it off for some time, or being in fear, but they are going to get to that point where they do open up, because the way that they feel is true and it's real, and they do want to be with their divine feminine. They do want to have this life, this beautiful life as well. So they will get to their point where they do actually then turn around and tell the divine feminine how they feel. So that is the message that's coming through. So I hope that helps and that somehow answers your question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this here because it's actually gone to 16 minutes, and I am going to do the message from the angels in a different video just to see what messages are coming through. I hope you have a great day, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Love, peace, positivity, and light.